So, on this day, I decided to take my kids to like my humble beginning. Should I say my humble beginning? Not really like that, but from like where I started when I came into this country like 14 years ago. Yeah, 14, because my son about to be 15 this year. Woo! But yeah, I took them like where I started when I just came to this country. When I came, I had like a 10 months old. And it was rough. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was rough. It was hard. You know, like I would just stay like this in the house and I would just cry all day. Like, drop a comment down below, okay? Can you imagine like, okay, let me say something. Can you imagine like you travel, like I was like in my early 20s, okay? Traveled somewhere where I had no mother, I had no father, I had no sister, no brother, no relative. When I say no friend, nobody at all. Well, the only family that I had was like my husband and his side of the family. You know what I mean? So it was rough. I had days where I would just sit like this with my 10 months old and just cry all day and just think about like, yeah, if I was back home, like
sharp left turn, then turn left.
When I came here, I did not like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not like it. It was lonely because daddy was at work, daddy was at school, so it was lonely, it was boring, just the both of us.
Where's daddy?
I mean, like, just both of us when daddy goes to work. Okay, let me show you, like...
Don't you watch TV?
We didn't have any TV, so... Okay, this is where I used to live, the one up right there.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
the apartment up there.
Oh, the 36 building?
Yeah.
Where I want to use the word depressed because a lot of people are depressed, even though people don't talk about it. But I feel like that part of my life was kind of like really, really hard. I had to like fight my way through life. It was tough, you know. Like my ex-husband now will go to work, okay? It would just be me and the baby at home. It was rough, like nothing to do, nowhere to go to, didn't know anybody. Like, oh my God, I felt like my life was just coming to an end. And, you know, we'll have to wait until like he gets back from work because I could not drive or nothing. So I could not go anywhere. The highest thing I would do is like take my baby out, maybe like just around, just walk around and come back inside, you know, and wait until he gets back from work or school, then he can take us out or whatever, to the grocery store, whatever I want to do on that day. So it wasn't easy, you know, it really wasn't easy. It was, I lack word to describe what my life was. What is it, 13, 14 years ago? Like, it's a huge difference right now. And what made it so boring, when I say boring, like, oh God, Jesus, I hate to say I wasn't allowed to have TV in the house, but I don't know if I've talked about this. I think I've talked about this in one of my videos on like YouTube. Like, we didn't have no TV in the house. It was just my husband's rule, like, okay, no TV. I kind of understand if you want to deal with like a child, you know, like you require like, okay, my child is going to watch TV for like 2 hours and that's it. But I was grown. I was like in my early 20s. That's still grown for you to like give orders like, okay, we cannot have TV in the house. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, okay. But I had to do those things. I had to be like, you know what I mean? Like, I was in a strange land. I had to like follow some rules. I wasn't hard-headed. I wasn't strong-headed. Even up to now, I'm still like not really strong-headed. I can be a little stubborn, but you know what I mean? I wasn't hard-headed, you know. And if there was one good thing, like, you know, somebody cannot be bad, like bad in every area. If there was one super sweet, nice thing that I liked about him, is like, we never had conflict when it comes to like money-wise. When I say we never had conflict, there was no argument on like who paid what bills, who did what this, you know what I mean? Even when I started working, he wasn't really paying attention to like, okay, what I was making, what I was doing, stuff like that. He paid like from like, you want to talk about mortgage or just rent, gas, phone bills, electric bill, water bills, whatever bill, insurance, whatever bill you want to think of, okay, that was just something super nice about him. Like, he did all of that without even questioning, without anything, without even like paying attention. Like, okay, you got your own money, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I did stuff for the kids, okay, that was my main focus. Like, the kids, I would do stuff for the kids. But other than that, that was really, really sweet, you know. Like I said, like, people got like the good side about it, and they got like the bad side about it. You know what I mean? I got my own ugly side too that you don't want to see, okay? I'm just saying, but I took the kids, and they really had a good time, you know, asking me questions and stuff like that. I had a good time, like, just showing them, like, from where I started up until now.
Who dogs are?